good morning and welcome back to another episode of LK Vlogs. So today we got this van here, Volkswagen Transporter T6, 2-liter TDI. So we got it yesterday actually, as a call out. The van didn't want to start, but anyway, sorted that out. And then it was dirty. There's an oil leak somewhere. It looks like it's on the crank seal, so we're going to do a service and we're going to change that crank seal. So I already pulled the van in. As you can see, it's standing on a ramp at the moment. Okay, there you can see it's on a ramp, so the van is in the sky. So I'm just gonna start stripping while I'm waiting. And then, because you need to get the spares, obviously, service kit and so forth. So yeah, I'm gonna drain the oil and pull all the filters out, and then when we get the new, I can just put it in. So while I'm waiting on that, I can just start stripping so long, and then I have to do the runX as well. Okay, you can't see it now, but there's a runX that's also came in for timing chain kit replacement and then suspension work. So let's get started. Alright, so the oil is draining. 2 buckets. Oil is draining. I took the complete filter out to get to the cam, so I can actually see what's going on. Took the timing cover off, obviously. Take the lights, maybe you can see a bit better. There you go. So yeah, you can see this oil there. So the leak is here on top, and I have to see where exactly the leak is, but it looked like it's on the cam. So yeah, that's why the filter is out, to get to see the timing. The oil filter is out, and now I just need to take the fuel filter, the diesel filter out, which is there, and then the cabin filter, and then I just need to get the space. So yeah, I'm almost halfway done. Okay, now that all the filters is removed, now that all the engine bay filters is removed, that's what I actually meant. Now it's just for the cabin filter, so let's get on to that quick. Let me get my tripod. Okay, so I got the cabin filter out. Look how it look. thing has never been changed. Damn it. Oh. Anyway, so some models are different to the other, but I had to remove the cabio and the bottom cover because that's actually where it sits under this panel. So it actually sits under there. Let me get the light. So that's where this cabin filter goes, in there, in that slot. But this thing is actually in the way. So as you can see, there's a tab. Come out of the light. This tab over here, let me just put it down. This tab, it clips on there. So in order to get to unclip that, the cabio needs to come off. Just to do that. And then this bar is also in the way. So yeah, just be in mind of that. But at least we got it off. So now we might just get the seals and all the filters, and then we can start assembling again. Okay, that I can leave there, that will be needed inside. So yeah, I'll soon be going on to the runX quick. So let's get it going. Okay, now I got everything off. I did, let me get the light. You drop it my light now. And, so the alternator belt is off and the timing cover is off, and now you can see how dirty it is here. Let me try and get up. But it's definitely the crank seal that's leaking. Okay, you can't see, but yeah, look how dirty it is. And this was after I washed it. So yeah, now we can go and get our spares, because now, okay, just got back from the spares. Cabin filter, air filter, diesel filter, fuel filter, which is what is it, oil, no? I don't know, I didn't, anyway, oil filter, diesel filter, okay. And then crank seal. Okay, that is already busy there, installing a crank seal. rear shocks, and my list. So yeah, I need to start getting this thing done. Everything is obviously cleaned already. Shay cleaned the stuff. So yeah, let's get going. Alright guys, so let's walk to the list quickly. So the oil is in, oil is changed, oil filter, the air filter, the cabin filter, the fuel filter, the crank seals replaced with the oil leak, headlight bulbs is sorted. So I might just do, but as you can see it's getting dark now. Well, it's not dark yet, but it's okay, I don't know what's the time, so I can't answer the time. But yeah, it's basically pack up time now. So yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna carry on with the shocks and the rear lights, and then when it's done we're gonna wash. So as you can see, everything is back together here. I did, it's the old ones. Wheels back on the ramp. So yeah, so it's just with the shocks and to do that, the rear lights, and then we'll be done. We can get the wash and can be on its way off. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. But for you it will be like a second later. Not even a second. Good morning, welcome back. Well, it's not actually welcome back, but it's the next day. So like I said last night, that everything else is complete. It's just the shocks today and the rear lights that we need to sort out. So here are shocks, rear shocks. Let's see if we can see underneath the van. Okay, no, we can't. Hello lady, you can't see lady either. But anyway, so there we go. This one might be a bit more difficult to do because the box is in the way. Unless I take the, okay, it won't help. But anyway, so I'm not still gonna be any long or talk any longer. I need to still get that runX in. Can't see it. There we go. Here we go. So I need to get this runX in as well for timing chain and suspension work. So let's just get this van done so we can get this van washed and then the van can be collected. So that's enough chit chat. Let's go Dorian. Let's carry on. So jump over and let's go. Hilux bucket just pulled in now. Camber on the one wheel. This bakkie went 2 days ago for wheel alignment, and look what happened. Camber plate. Okay, you can't see. Let me try and go closer. Nope, you can't see. Okay. Anyway, so this bakkie went for wheel alignment. This guy, this owner of this bakkie, he has horses, and yeah, so he drives for a lot. If you can look at this, I'm not going to show his registration, but he's got the Gauteng registration, so you can only imagine. So this thing drives, and it goes over mountains and stuff like that. Drives with the trailer. So he was actually coming basically down a mountain yesterday, last night, with the trailer on, and the camera plate shot out because the wheel alignment people didn't make it, they didn't tie it properly. And then obviously with it shooting past its plates where it's being kept, it shot out, and the wheel obviously took a dip and it threw the bakkie around. And if he didn't have the trailer on to hold him back, to control the back, or what should I say, he would have probably went off the mountain. So anyway, I'm just gonna sort that quickly out, because that is about 20 minutes less, but okay, I don't have a lift, I have to jacket and all that, so if I had a lift it would have been quicker. And then I'm gonna carry on. As you saw, I was busy with the lights, so I need to put the bulbs in, and I'm done there. So I just want to do this quickly so this guy can get back onto the road. So yeah, sharp. Alright, then it's done. Brought it to Auto Shine Car Wash. Okay, so the runX is now under the carport. The van is strictly by Auto Shine Car Wash, like I said. So this runX came in for a timing chain replacement. So we bought the timing chain kit one time with a VVT gear. And then all around suspension as well, pushes and so forth. Obviously service kit with the timing chain kit, so we can do the service, the timing chain kit, suspension bushes, so lower control arm and so forth. And we're gonna see what else the car needs, so let's go down. only managed to take off the cam cover, filter box out, the induction pipe, and drain the oil. I closed up already and I took the mounting off. So today I'm just gonna take the timing cover off, take the timing chain off, the guides, and obviously with the tensioner, and then remove the sprockets from the camshaft, and then I'll be replacing all of that, replacing the timing chain, the guides, tensioner, and the cam sprocket, and the filter, and then I'll close up, and then basically motor wise it will be done, and then the rest will be engine mountings and suspension. So let's get started, and let's see how far we can get today. Okay, so let me. The alternator is out, mounting like I explained. The timing cover is almost off. Just taking out that one stud quickly there at the back, because the timing cover is loose, but that one stud is not making us able to take it off. Then everything else is laying on the table: water pump, mounting, bracket, crank pulley, water pump. No, this is aircon, I think, on my line. I think that is power steering. Yeah, this is power steering. So yeah, induction, tappet cover, filter box, tensioner. Yeah, anyway, and here's our list. So yeah, we getting there, and that van must get ready to go. Shaba. So anyway, we're just gonna take that off quickly, and then like obviously the tension is already loose because the tension is on the cover, and then we're gonna take the chain off, take the sprockets off, or actually we're gonna make the sprockets loose with the chain on, and then take the chain off, take the sprockets off, replace the chain, sprockets, guides, tensioner, all that lovely goodies, and then put the timing cover back on, and then do the engine mountings, oil filter. I'm actually going to do the oil filter now. So yeah, we're moving along. Dan is bij elkaar cleaning, ja. Here we go. The old crank sprocket, exhaust, intake, timing chain, 10 guides, and there's the old tensioner. And then here we have the new chain, new tensioner, new guides, new VVT sprocket, new exhaust sprocket, new crank seal, and new cranky timing. So yeah, bro, it's clean up here. Yeah, bro. Now to assemble and put back the new parts. Alright, so as just take the tripod off. Sprockets are on, chain is on. So we're busy assembling motor now. Well, the console motor. Oh, yeti. I need to get me a nicer space here, guys. That's why you need to hit that like and subscribe button to support the channel, so that I can get better spacing here for me, so I can give you better footage. Okay, so I spoke to the owner of this runX last night. So he said no, I mustn't do the suspension and the steering rack, the rack ends. He's gonna him and his uncle is going to fit that. So quite. So I'm just gonna finish putting in the mountings and then this car is done. So, alright, great. So let's get going. Let's get it done, and then this thing can go. Sharp, guys. Okay, Aiden's busy putting on the tapper cover now, the cam cover. Belt is on, tension is on, under the splash. So Aiden's just finishing up there. I'm just replacing the mountings, and then we're gonna throw in the oil when the car's on the floor.
And the car's in the block.
And then it's done. All mountings are in. Engine, front, back, and gearbox. Filter, new filters also in. Oil is in, battery. So we're ready to start up now.
And Aiden busy.
Yes, we're all busy.
Oh, but you all can't be busy on one stupid thing. Who am I gonna pay to clean my sweep my house and mop it?
Me, I did it yesterday. Now I'm someone else.
Mop it.
Paid. Sorry. No.
You didn't mop it?
Pay me.
See, Aiden, you didn't mop it. When are you gonna do it?
Tomorrow, what you must pay me.
No.
Alright.
It's klar. What is
Start.
Exactly as I want to move your bucket or what today. To calm down, you must move your bucket. Eh.
En tien bakkie?
And change bucket.
Oil light went immediately off. Change the plugs, yeah.
Take number 30.
It's not in the same place. But you can check all of it. But you can hear there's no mist. Mine. With the oil must run through, man. So it must run through the DVT, move over there. So we can put the core down. I'll get my key now. You want one old plug though?
One old one.
That runs out full fixes was the same. I think it's like this. When you check it out, this says full fix, protected full fix in the shower. You use it now.
Why don't they just check which one of each perfect is not working?
You know it, is it? You fold it up.
D.
Yeah.
See?
What? Why? You could sign up for this.
Hey, madala ba nag? Ang opening na dan na mga. Hey, shit.
Dala ba na?
Epa. Tingin pa ako. Oh, dire.